Yeah, where are all my people in the madhouse? I'll be a guide, climb aboard and sit your ass down. Don't worry, there's no need to fear when you hear. You know we're right here. We got the crew and we're ready for a game time. You're not ready to step inside a deranged mind. Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got machinima news and fuck yous. It's the goddamn ward.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Wardcast. Every Monday, we bring you the latest in video game news, talk about survival horror, machinima, and what's going on at the Ward. Ward, I did it right. My name is Jazz Rich, and today I'll be your waitress for the evening. And preparing or probably poisoning your meal will be Top Chef Alec Funnell.
Pull the lever, Grunk. The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Roll lever!
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
All right. And for your entertainment this evening, we have Nobel Prize winning violinist Dante Comstock.
Don't mind me. Feel free to lead off anytime.
Mine was better.
I hesitated there because in my notes I accidentally wrote novel prize winning instead of Nobel Prize. So you won a book.
I mean, listen, I'm going to be a writer eventually, so yeah,
no,
it works.
You didn't write a book, you won a book. Somebody gave you a book.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's not the same. Oh, hell, yeah.
It'll never be the same again.
Say it again. Oh, hell, yeah.
I was doing a song reference, but okay, never mind. I'll add it to the playlist later.
God damn it.
I will. Yeah, I'll explain that later. So before we get started, we just have a quick word from our sponsor, Mr. Shaun Clark. Of course, as you've noticed, Shaun's been missing for a few podcasts, and he wants you all to know that he will be returning as soon as possible. He just has a few personal things to take care of. He still loves us. We still love him. And you still love him too.
We do?
You fucking do.
Wow.
Don't make me come over there.
You're gonna make him mad. He's gonna be...
I'm so angry that I'll take my frustration out on this rock-hard dicks falling on my positivity for this year.
That just
you
seems
made that
to get
thing,
longer
didn't you?
every time.
It just got even longer. No,
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Shaun is still working on things when he gets the chance. And on that note, you might have noticed there's been a bit different content releases on the YouTube channel lately. There's a new schedule, and he said that I could share it with you, so I'm gonna. I've been cleared by the government to share this information with you, so here it is. On Mondays, will be released the Wardcast, new episode of the podcast every Monday. That's still a thing. Tuesdays is going to be for Let's Plays. Wednesdays is going to be for machinima. It's not always going to be a series. It's often going to be like one-shots. It's going to be group collaborations and stuff. So it's just a various machinima release day. Thursdays are also for Let's Plays. And Friday is going to be a mystery video. Whoa.
Well, look at that. Every video 5 days in the week.
It's just like a 10-minute recording of somebody's middle finger going, fuck you, get fucked, fuck.
Wow, I didn't realize. Yeah, Friday, right? Friday, fuck you day.
Yeah, fuck you, Friday, fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck you!
And like, so I'm not 100% sure that that's the final schedule. I don't know if he plans on mixing it up or if there's any changes. Like, if he comes back in a couple weeks and says like, oh wait, no, I decided this one's for this. We'll let you know, but that's what I've been given so far. And yes, it hasn't been happening lately, but like I said, Shaun's dealing with stuff that, you know, there's not always time to work on videos and stuff like that, but it will happen. It will all come back. And yeah, that was my note.
Just put down your pitchforks, people. We don't need them.
Yeah, exactly. Get the villagers back into the church.
Yeah, before I open fire.
Fire!
Right,
Yeah,
I forgot I'm the one with the power today.
Our sound guy is kind of sleeping on the job today.
Wow.
And we usually start off with a small segment before everybody's weeks where Shaun or one of us is ranting or just talking about random things, stupid things, things that grow on rocks. it's just like a little bit to give out some random information, just to get things started. And like example, how millennials can't use can openers. I think that's what started that whole segment. Was just
Really?
Shaun dropping that bomb. He like introduced all of us and went, millennials can't use can openers, and we were all like, what? I mean, it's true, they're stupid, but except for the ones
hurt.
listening, they're good. They're good.
Aren't I a millennial?
Technically, I am too, but actually, so is Alec, because I'm older.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
But
I do not
see.
identify as a millennial. I identify as an evil British asshole.
Yeah, I identify as a ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You
And,
identify as
Dante-
Jesus Christ?
Yeah, I was gonna say Dante identifies as Jesus Christ. So here we all have our problems, but whatever.
We all have
yeah.
our problems. Jesus Christ.
Going back to this segment, I figure this segment's been around for so long that it probably deserves to have a name and a theme. So, friends, it's time for Shaun's Corner,
I'm fucking tired of shit.
like Coach's Corner, but Shaun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the subject was brought to my attention actually by Shaun today. So this is gonna be controversial. I did take my information off of an article, and there's gonna be a lot of quoting of the article. So anything that's said is not meant in any offensive way at all. It's just to kind of complain about the way things are going. So as anyone who's following the CW's DC Universe shows knows, Batwoman actress Ruby Rose. Why don't I hesitate on that?
Oh, I
Ruby
remember
Rose
that.
has quit the show earlier this month. She didn't give any specific reason. She just said like the decision was hard to make, and for those people who know her reason, like they know, like if they know, they know. She hasn't said anything more than that. Her character, which Kate Kane, which again matching initials in a DC universe, whoa. She was supposed to play an important key role in next year's crossovers, which is going to affect the Arrowverse as a whole, not just her own show. But the producers are letting everybody know that, well, the people who work on the show, letting people know that it's like not all is lost. They will recast. However, they're only recasting a actor of the LGBTQ+. I didn't want to fuck that up. They're only casting from the LGBTQ+ community, because the actress who was portraying, Ruby Rose was from that community. And the character development was done so well. This is the part I don't like saying it, but I'm going to read as they said in the article. They said she was cast as the first queer actor to lead a queer superhero show. I don't like that word. I was told even if it's used in a
Oh my
non-offensive.
god. You don't like
Yeah.
queers? Get out!
Yeah, fuck you, Alec. I don't like you. Don't get out. Leave. Don't leave. But like, yeah. So because she did such a good job and it was such a like groundbreaking thing, they want to make sure to only cast from that community. I'm losing my words again. And I was just wondering, like, obviously it's not a bad thing that they want to do that. But what are your thoughts from you guys on the whole like, okay, everybody's entitled to do everything, and yes, we understand, we acknowledge whoever identifies as whatever they want, but like I don't know, personally for me, I find that you shouldn't single somebody out, because then you're kind of causing a controversy of what you're trying to say with like, we're here, we're this, we're that, whatever, deal with it. I'm a girl, I'm a boy, whatever. But like now it's like, no, it has to be just this. Like,
Well, that's not
not just for this community. Yeah, it's like it's the same thing with race, like you shouldn't single out that specific group of people just because, like, I don't know how to say it.
Everyone should have the
What do you
chance
guys
of being a lesbian on a TV show.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's cool. Like you're a lesbian on a TV show. Okay. That shouldn't affect your acting. If you're a good actor, then whatever. I don't care if you're a banana. But like, I don't know. I just find it weird that they're singling out, like, no, we only want like another lesbian to play this character.
Yeah.
So what do you
Dante,
guys
I
think?
could see Dante being a good lesbian.
What? I thought you were gonna say I could see Dante having a good opinion.
I mean, if I was a girl, I would definitely be still liking women. I was talking about this with my friend. I was like, I like women so much that even if I was a girl, I'd still like women. Fuck guys. But no. Yeah. Anyways, back to you, Alec. I'm gonna hold back for a bit. I have 2 cents, but I want to let you guys say your 2 cents first.
That was
I
pretty much
apparently
it.
can't get the words out on mine, so.
Yeah, this is have your 2 cents. Go, go, Dante, go.
Okay, fuck.
Okay.
Okay. So, wow. So, I think, yeah, I pretty much stand with the whole idea of like, why are you singling out people? Like, this is like almost like a form of black and white casting kind of thing, sort of, because black and white casting is more like when you're trying to just be everyone has to be their exact race or whatever instead of just free being it. Like let's say for like Resident Evil 3's case, like you want to like cast someone. Like they only want someone who's Latino for Carlos, but no, just give it to anyone who can do the job, even if they're not technically Latino. But now they're just doing this with like a sexual orientation agenda kind of thing. This is definitely like one of those of Shaun's, of course, because it's like they're pushing an agenda, and like I get that they're trying to be diverse and promote all this stuff, but there's like the way it's being phrased at this current moment just sounds like they're not. They're less. They don't care if the person's good at acting. They're probably looking for them to be good at acting, but they really just want it to be that this person has this orientation for the role. And I'm just like, that's not how you should promote this community. If you want to promote this community, you should organically write in someone who does have that orientation into a way that doesn't feel forced, feels natural. Like, it should be a good promotion that just comes out naturally, not just being like, we made this person who swings this way into this role. Like, it just doesn't, it's not the way to do it. It's not the way to do it. That's not how this agenda should be promoted.
Well, that's like what you said with the agenda. That's kind of how I see it too, of the whole like it kind of comes off as the show trying to be on its fucking high horse, like, oh, exactly. Hey, we go beyond and like we include everybody, but yeah, that's why we only want somebody from this community. And it's like, if I was part of that community, I obviously can't really say because I'm not, so I can't make up the scenario, but like if I was part of that community, probably I'd feel like, yeah, okay, why do you have to make such a huge thing about that? Like, why?
Yeah.
But again, I can't say.
This is exactly why I don't go to gay pride events. I just like, why? Why do you need that? Just get on with your freaking life. I
mean, yeah. It's, if you go back in the years, right, the whole gay pride parade is different because, like, if you go back and it was like I watched this show on Netflix with like it's all about people who are transgender and like either gay, bisexual, lesbian, whatever, like, and it's like it goes back to like the 60s, and it was like illegal, like cops were like beating the shit out of people who were transgender, and they were like making them pay them money for them to like get out of jail, and they would like attack them in jail and shit like that. And it's like, I get that once that became more of like an open thing, people would celebrate together, that's fine. But again, yeah, you shouldn't have to throw anything, not just that, but anything in anybody's face. And the fact that shows are doing it now, it's like, really? Like, yeah. You could stand there and be a really good actor, and like, even if you're not actually gay and play a gay character, that would be just as cool, because then we don't know, because we don't care about your personal life. Like, it's like, we're here to watch the show. I want to see Batwoman. I don't want to see the history of the person who's portraying Batwoman. Like, if I want to do that, I'll watch behind the scenes. Like, I don't know.
Behind the sheets.
Ooh.
Green.
I get it. I get it 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck. I knew what I was gonna say earlier, but I get it. That's exactly where I stand with it. Get it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, no, I do remember. It was like, like when it wasn't, like, it's more normal now. Like, it's become more accepted in society. It's not as 1920s or 1940s as it is now. And now I just feel like it's kind of like a bragging rights at this point, because, pride, it's a deadly sin. So that I stand with Alec when I'm just like, well, you don't need to do this. You're part of the norm now. It's fine. Don't make such a big deal out of it. We're not going to make it, as far as I'm concerned, people like us, we're not going to make a big deal if you swing that way. We're not going to do anything bad. We accept you. That's it. So don't be chaotic about it.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be. That's like if we were Alec left the ward and we were like, well, we need an evil British guy, but he's got to be gay, guys. Like he's got to be gay. That's all. Like we're not gonna take any straight British.
It won't
guys.
be the same without.
It's just I don't know, but it's not obviously not the same. But I mean, like that's like if that were to happen, like what the fuck do we care what you do on your free time? We just want to hear your voice, you know. So it's like I don't know. I understand why Shaun brought this up, and not, like I not because he has any problem with it. I think it's just the agenda, like you were saying, Dante. Like Shaun doesn't like people pushing their agendas down everybody's throat.
Exactly. And,
Shove something else down their throat.
First, but that's because I also understand where he comes from too. So,
Colorado.
Well, I'm.
So on the note of like that's it for that. But on the note of the show, for anybody who is following and is like, whoa, yeah, that's right, she's quitting. What the fuck? They don't have any. Well, because of all the worldwide production delays, they don't have any idea who's being cast right now to replace the role. But on Twitter, I believe on Twitter, I'm gonna fuck up her name, but Stephanie Beatriz, who plays Detective Rosa Diaz on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She already hinted on Twitter that she would be up for the part, and I like thought about it, and I don't know Batwoman. I haven't seen that part of the shows and stuff, but it'd just be a really funny because like, she's so edgy on that show, so it'd be really funny to see. Like fucking Diaz. I don't know if you watch that show, but yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
She's she's fucking psycho.
Oh, is she sweet but psycho?
No, she's like the printer's not working, so she like basically pulls her gun out and shoots her computer screen, kind of psycho. She doesn't, but like that's the kind of she's reckless.
Just a little bit psycho.
And no. Yeah, there you go.
And next she's screaming, "Oh my mind." Please.
Dante,
What?
how was your week?
It was absolutely fucking garbage.
Yay!
Fucking what did I really do? So I was working on the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 script, and then I worked on my Resident Evil Outbreak skit, and I finished the 2 in Outbreak. I got halfway through 3, you know, when Jill like fades away from the fucking Nemi shot, and I was gonna finish it yesterday, but I realized my workout and then me recovering from workout took way too damn long, and before I know it, I had to go to bed. I'm like, what the fuck? So I still got to do that and get that done with. I got a lot of stuff. I got the VR headset, but I forgot to buy a fucking a converter, because it uses that new fucking USB thing, you know, that 3.2 shit, the shit they use for the fucking Switch and the new Android phones, like that weird ass fucking cable, and I can't connect that to my computer, so I'm just like, fuck. So some cool shit's coming in, and I played a little bit of Resident Evil 3. I was gonna do note taking, and then I sucked. I made some seriously bad calls, and by the time I was supposed to head back with all the shit that I got for the train, I got the Nemesis event where he shows up, the fire hose thing, and I realized, oh shit, I still got to get the grenade launcher, and I'm like, wait, no, Dante, don't go to get those bullets. He's gonna kill you, and then he kills me.
Is this the original or the remake?
Original. I was playing the original because I'm doing the spood on the original first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure.
You know, when Nemesis was frightening and hard, and you can't just grenade your way out of it. You have to
spend a good 80 hours just trying to map out your fucking strategy.
Come on,
Yeah.
Gaz. There's only one Nemesis on one Resident Evil game.
There's like, I remember I literally saw like, all right, I'm gonna need 14 shotgun shells, 14 shotgun shots, and then like 25 handgun shots to take Nemesis down. And then I realized I can't do it because I keep getting grabbed by his grabbing arm, or I'm too close to like recover from the shot animation to then run away from him. So he just kept grabbing me and yeeting me everywhere, and then I breaking my fucking thumb here just to get the fuck back up. And so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna fight. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna survive. It's like I don't think even Jill in the spood is gonna fight Nemesis. She's just gonna be running.
Because it's too hard
So
to play the game.
yeah,
You're breaking your back just to know his name.
I was trying to fucking take notes, not trying to be good. Fuck. So I just stuck to just watching cutscenes because I feel like that's just how I'm gonna bridge it. Because the Resident Evil 2 script was like 71 pages, and from my knowledge of how my spoods and pages work, is that usually every page is a minute. So I'm looking at an hour and 11 minutes potentially for just Resident Evil 2 alone. So if I can get Resident Evil 3 under 40 pages, when we're at like 21, just getting at the halfway point, you know, I could probably make it under 2 hours, so it could feel like a Resident Evil 2 and 3 movie, spood movie. But I'm also just going to release them individually. Yeah, spoovy. I'm going to release them individually, so that way people can just watch 2 or 3 on their own, and if they want to watch it together, they have that. Ta-da. I got to get this shit done and get this out before this weekend ends, because I want to get the auditions going for the roles that I'm not sure of, and get it done, because my class is going to start around the estimated time of when I want to start working on editing it and getting it out. So I'm just like, shit. And I don't even know how challenging my English class is going to be.
English is easy. We speak it.
But can you bother sitting down and reading a book? That's
Yeah.
my problem. My problem is I can't. Although I did get away last time with reading a book via Audible. The Amazon Audible thing is the best thing that I never knew that I wanted. That's so good. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much my week, because otherwise it's just the same old working out and calming down with the custom order made. I made more of my OCs. And...
I thought you said coming there.
No. Calming down. Maybe. Wait,
Jesus.
what? Yeah, so I got to make more of my OCs, and I got, like, all the... Obviously, I can only make girls, but I got all the girls out from, like, this one group, and I'm really happy. So I want to make, like, a group photo of them together, and it's going to be cute, because they're amazing. They're amazing ladies. Ta-da. So, Alec, enough about me. What about you?
What about me?
What about you, Alec? Come on. Tell me about yourself. Tell me your name. Tell me your age. Tell me your social security number. Tell me your
ASL.
code.
I was kind of waiting for the song reference, but I think I...
Oh, right.
Yeah!
Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one.
Wow. Really?
Listen, I have to come up with something on the fly.
You're letting things slip. Come on, Dante, get back to the game.
It's his third pause. It's yeah,
Sorry,
fuck
I was
it.
thinking about women. Anyways, go, Alec, go.
Okay, in my week, I played DMC2 Lucia for some reason.
That's right. Why?
I don't remember, but I just kept playing
You're
it.
thinking about jazz, and you're just like, oh, let's go play Devil May Cry 2.
Why would jazz make me... What? Why?
Yeah, what does it have?
Because I thought about having Jazz as Lucia.
I didn't hear any of that, but
Oh. Never
Anyway,
mind.
I also played Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Of course.
Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting Force? Yeah.
Fist.
No, it's fighting this week.
It's fighting.
Yeah.
Kung Fu fighting.
Fighting.
Yeah. Well, that's 2. Okay, well done. Right, right. I also played, for the first time, the original Tomb Raider. Properly. Ish.
Properly. Well, how
With
did
the
you
swearing
play
and
improperly?
everything.
Wow.
Well, what the thing is like, I downloaded it off PSN, and Jazz played it at the same time as me. And I think we got as far as the second chapter.
I got as far as the second chapter. You like gave up.
Well, it's because right, okay. So never played this game, properly before, and I was just like, okay, let's give it a go. I can see the appeal in raiding tombs. It's just the fucking controls.
Oh, I'm sure.
Isn't jumping so fun?
It is not. I've had more fun jumping on a fucking trampoline under a fucking fire.
Wow.
A trampoline under fire?
Yep.
You could jump through the fire.
So
to
every
a
time you
wire.
make a jump, the air gets to it and it gets bigger. So
Just jump through the fire and the flames.
But the one thing I did like, besides playing, alongside of Jazz, and we're both suffering from it, was the infinite ammo guns. So it was pretty sweet to take out the dogs, the bears, and whatever else, like bats and Batman.
Tigers.
The dogs, the bears, and tigers. Oh my.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to the T-Rex yet.
Nah.
Oh my god. What is?
Tomb Raider, bitch.
Yeah, I got that.
But so yeah, that was Tomb Raider. I don't think I'm ever gonna bother to complete it. So
Wow.
yep.
And the worst is he was like, I literally, I don't even remember. I think you were playing Metal Gear, and I was like, I'm gonna play my PS3. I'm gonna play the Tomb Raider trilogy, probably Legend, and you were like, play the first one. I
Yep.
was like, no, I can't handle those controls, and he was like, do it, play the first one, and I was like, no, I'll play Anniversary just to get the story through. He's like, no, play the first one. He's like, do it, and then now you know why I refuse to fucking do it. So that's what you get. That's what you get.
That's what you get, motherfucker.
That's what you get, motherfucker.
I'll go back to an actual good game like Metal Gear Solid.
Woo! Wow.
Okay, beside that,
Uncharted.
I played another new game this week. I played Daymare 1998.
I thought you said day man. Fighter of the night man. Ah!
Now, I won't give spoilers because Shaun has been wanting to play this game for some
Sam.
amount of
Was it
time.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I got up to the second chapter in the game. I'm not going to give anything away story-wise. Literally, the first zombie that I came across, I pushed him back, and his head went into the background. So it was like turning into WWE 2K20. It was. Yeah, it was that bad, and it's like, and a second later, his head was fine again, and I was like, okay. So I just ignored it. I was like, okay, let's just move on. And then it did it again. I was like, right, okay, this is not looking good. But yeah, I don't like the look of the characters. They look really, really ugly. I don't know if that was what they were trying to do with that. I don't know, but yeah. I gave it a few more shots playing the game. It just kind of dragged on and on and on.
Did it feel like a nicely paced classic game? Like it feel like a game, or did it just feel like it was padding?
I felt generally annoyed playing the game, to be honest. I wasn't having fun. But that could be just... Well, actually, no, it's not just my experience, because Alex played it like a couple hours after, and I didn't tell him anything about my experience, and he just said the same thing. It's clunky, it takes too long to reload, it's too complicated to reload. The health is annoying. And also, since it's based in 1998, why is there a fucking tablet on the guy's arm?
Someone forgot to do their homework.
Yeah.
That was half of my homework, just trying to find what songs existed in 1998.
But, the game was trying to be Resident Evil 2 in a way, but in the adaptation of Resident Evil 4. Weird.
Interesting combo.
And when both me and Alex played it, and we just felt like, well, had there been dinosaurs in the game,
Oh my god.
it would have made a good, Dino Crisis. But it's not for me. I'll probably play it to complete it, but it's not for me, I'm afraid.
Aw.
But it might be for you.
Do you think Shaun will enjoy it?
Probably. I mean, it has quite a few love letters towards the Resident Evil games. I mean, the first one of the first notes you pick up, it's written by Shinji M, and I'm just like, I wonder what that is.
Jeez, I bet you would know, Alex. You're really good at love letters.
Yeah, no. Other than that, so that's enough Dana because I'm not going to keep talking about it. I watched some South Park and I also watched Space Force on Netflix.
Space Force.
Yeah.
Is that no?
It's got Steve Carell in it.
Oh yeah, okay. I want to see that. Apparently, it didn't do as well as they thought, but I really want to see it. Michael Scott in space.
Yeah, it's okay if you. It's. I would treat it as like a serious thing. However, it just has a few comedy moments in it. Like some of it feels forced comedy, but there's a lot of realism into it as well. So I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, it doesn't. Not every single show has to be funny all the fucking time.
Right, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, because I laughed at that last time I watched that. But yeah. Anyway, cross my heart, hope to die. To my lover, I'd never lie. He said, be true, I'll swear I'll try. In the end, it's him and I. Jazz!
Well, at least the grammar was correct.
How was your week?
My week was actually eventful.
No.
I got a call from my boss on Wednesday. We're going back to work on Monday. Woo!
Yeah.
But I ended up going back Friday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so she's like, hey, it's 9 a.m. on Wednesday, and we're opening Monday, and you guys all have to come in tomorrow morning at 10 for a meeting. Okay, bye. And we're like, what? So we went to the meeting, and then she's like, so I need somebody to come in tomorrow at 8:30. And we're like, what? So I'm officially off the government's help. I'm gonna get a paycheck again. That's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna be right in the face of patients for 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's great. I'm doing 50 hours, so I'm gonna be a little pooped on the next broadcast. Expect that.
Yeah.
But I might be excited. I mean, like, I'm getting out of my room. Just when I started doing all these projects.
Right? That's what a kick in the dick.
I had to get Beth to fix my hair because remember I told you guys I cut my own hair because I got bored? Well, it wasn't really straight, so she had to fix it a little bit. So I had to do that. I'm like, I can't have to go back now. Help me.
What's wrong with not being straight, huh? Huh?
Oh.
Listen.
Calm down there, Griffin.
So yeah, that's fun. There's only 3 people for the first week or so we're doing about 50 hours a week for 2 weeks. And then it's gonna be a little crazy, but I'm excited. And other than that, what did I do this week? I was on Disney Plus a long time. I finally got Disney Plus. Hopefully Nemesis doesn't bust down my wall. Because if I forget to pay it, that's my bad. That's my bad. I don't even know who Bill is.
No,
I've been watching The Simpsons from the start. That's nostalgia right there.
Oh, that explains earlier.
What?
When you sent that screen cap.
I sent something in screen cap.
The jazz night.
Oh, the jazz hole.
The jazz hole.
Yeah, they're at this fucking jazz club, and I just see this sign behind Lisa that says the jazz hole, and I'm like, whoa! But they actually go there later too, so that's funny. It's hard to get back to that animation, but I've gotten to the point where it's better, and I didn't notice the change. So I think I'm at season 2 or something like that. But the jokes are good. I fucking miss the old school. I love Futurama. I love Disenchantment, obviously, but his humor just has not changed over the years, and I love to see that. They got away with a lot of jokes that now they probably wouldn't unless you're on Family Guy. But it's fun to go back to. I mean, my sister and I watched it a lot as kids. My mom hated it, so we would watch it not just to piss her off, but so that's been a good nostalgia. I also watched the first 2 Mighty Ducks movies, the only 2 Mighty Ducks movies that I think exist. There's a 3rd one, but yeah, let's not go there.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of hockey movies because once I watched Mighty Ducks, I just had to keep watching hockey movies. And just to make Beth happy, I watched Frozen. It's Frozen. It's like every other Disney movie, but you know what? Now I get the jokes that they say. like that she talks about. So that's kind of good.
Wow.
And I finally watched Captain Marvel, and I'm mad that it took so long for me to watch it. So somebody somewhere had said something about that movie. They were like, "Oh, you shouldn't watch it. This or blah blah blah." I can't even remember who said that or what it was they said or why people shat on it so much. But I watched it and I fucking loved it. She's really funny. I like the character. It's hard to remember that Captain Marvel was Shazam's actual name, so there's a whole thing going on with that. But it was a good movie. I watched it twice. And now I'm kind of gonna watch. I'm probably gonna watch all of, like, the Avengers movies and the Marvel movies because I want to see the whole. There's so many. Alec watched all of them at one point.
Yeah.
Like this person is in this movie with this movie. So like I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, and like I have no fucking clue what happened at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp because I'm like, what? Huh? What?
Hello?
So I'm like, maybe I should go back and watch something else. And Beth and I are gonna watch them and understand the universe because I don't. I'm like, where's Batman? Where's Superman? Why are they said like her name is Carol Danvers, and I sat up and I was like, oh my god, she's Supergirl's adopted mom. No, wait, that's a different universe. Fuck. Like I was so excited for like 2 seconds, and I was like, wow, they have like the same name, Carol Danvers, Carol. It's okay, whatever. But it was good. It was a good movie. Watched it twice. And I played Saints Row 3 on PS Now because I wanted to play it on the PS4, and then realized that I can't take screenshots or record on the PS Now because they're stupid. And then the remastered version came out, so I just went and bought that. And I spent all of yesterday pretty much playing Saints Row 3 Remastered, and it is a fucking beautiful game. They did so well to adjust like the graphics, the audio is clearer. I don't know if you guys have played this, but at one point there's the big I don't know what to call them. They're like the big huge dudes.
Big huge dudes.
Big huge Russian dudes. They just looked like fucking potatoes with shirts, but now like they actually have so many details in their faces, and everybody's got details, and it's a really good game. And I could take screenshots, and I can make videos, and I can record, and that's just opens up potential, and it's online too. So yeah, hours of fun.
Yeah.
As Alec mentioned, we played Tomb Raider. Jumping is fun. My highlight of that, actually, other than like you getting frustrated at the jump that took me like 20 minutes to do, when I finally got to the next one, you were like, I can't even do it, and I'm like, oh, there's an even worse one after that. Like it's just it got worse and worse with the jumping, but the highlight was probably Alec was a little bit ahead of me, and he fell, like fucking up a jump like we always do. He fell, and all you hear is like, oh, there's a bear. And then I'm like, where's the bear? And then I fall, and I'm like, oh, there's the bear. Like, came out of nowhere. So that was kind of, yeah. So that was fun. I like the whole helping each other out side by side. But I had to send him pictures of my screen because I couldn't explain. I'm like, that block thing next to the block thing with the block thing? Yeah, that.
Wow.
You have to push that into that. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just send you pictures.
It was it was quite funny just playing it side by side.
It was pretty funny. And I to be fair to Alec, I bought Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PS1, but like on the PS3.
Yeah.
So maybe you can do the same thing with that, and you can help me out just so I can get through it.
That means you're gonna get a ton of codec calls from Alec instead of everyone else.
Yeah.
Hey, Jazz, have you made it onto the disposal?
Did you have your medication?
Yeah.
Alec went to my favorite person's universe and played Tomb Raider, so I'll go to. I'm assuming Metal Gear is one of your favorites. Cause,
Oh yeah,
like, yeah. Every time I think like Alec in games, I'm like, what game does Alec like? I'm like, he talks about Metal Gear a lot, so I think maybe that.
Yeah.
So we'll swap it out.
That's a safe bet.
Yeah. Other than that, I was on Beyond Two Souls a little bit more, recording different things from different chapters. After Jody goes to school, I decided, hey, I can make a whole bunch of one-shot videos, and they don't have to be in a series, so I don't have to worry about episodes. And that game is so diverse that it leaves me so many opportunities to just fuck it up and put it out of context, which I love doing. As Dante witnessed firsthand, I can take one joke and turn it into another joke
God fucking damn it.
without even the voice actors knowing what they're doing wrong.
Once again, I will reemphasize that the voice actors and the roles they play do not represent the actual actors.
Exactly. There are only specific roles that we all have done that are actually us, but generally speaking, exactly. The voice actors are not what they're voicing.
Batteries?
That was way more confusing than how I just worded it.
Because I like to confuse things, taking it out of context.
I got it.
We can try to simplify it, Dante, by just saying, I'd like to announce now that Dante is not and will never be a pedophile. So,
Jesus
We don't know
Christ, way
that.
to say it straight out.
there you go. No red tape. Yeah, so I recorded some footage from other small games to try to do other projects, games I've never heard of that are apparently on my Steam collection. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll record random shit. And I tried to play Remember Me and try to do something with that, but my computer was being stupid, so I'll have to figure something else out for that. Remember Me. Do you know that game?
Yeah, I know.
Remember
it.
me? No, I don't remember.
Remember Me?
I
It's
remember
a really
20%
cool
of
game.
Yes.
I just like randomly played it one day, and I played it for the longest time because I thought it was really cool, and then I stopped and I forgot all about it. So when I rebooted it, I was like, oh shit, this is Capcom? Oh shit, this is Don't Nod? And I'm like, wah! So it's like two worlds coming together, and it's great. Because Don't Nod with Life is Strange. And, well, Capcom. I don't know if you've ever heard of Capcom, but they do a couple of small things that we all have probably played at some point.
No.
I don't think I've played any Capcom games.
You should. There's this really good one, Silent Hill. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll find it in my local pachinko store.
If we had like a low counter of viewers, it just went like down, 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 down. Oh, speaking of viewers, I wasn't gonna mention this, but I'll just throw it in there right before the podcast. So I was online and I had nothing to do, so I went on YouTube and I watched the live shuttle launch of the I think it's called the Crew Dragon or something.
Ooh, Dragon.
It's yeah, so they have like these, it's like actual manned shuttle launch, and it was really cool because they had the camera set up like one over the shoulder of the astronauts so that you could see what they see on their dashboard, and it was like you were actually sitting there.
Yeah,
you could
dad was
see all the
watching that.
separations. It was so cool. I think they're sleeping right now because they had like 19 hours until they reached the space station, so that was kind of, but it was a historic moment to see, and I caught it. Like I got to my mom's, turned on my phone, hit play, and just like they're like 10 minutes till count, and I'm like, yes, I did it. So that's, I like space, so that was really cool to watch. And I have a little story to tell you guys real quick before we slip out of the weeks. The weather's been really, really hot. I don't know about over there for you guys, but here the weather's been freaking scorching. And like for one of the days it was a little bit cooler, so I went for a walk to try to get out for a walk and be able to walk again, because sitting in my room for months.
Did you walk this way?
No.
Oh.
I walked that way. It was the weirdest thing though, because usually I go around the block, but this time I tried to cut through an open field that's like next to these parks because I didn't want to walk around the block. But there's like somebody had knocked over a garbage can, and I guess there was food wrappers or something because restaurants are open. So there was like literally a shitload of fucking seagulls, and they freak me out. Like you guys don't know this, but seagulls freak me out. And I was eating a banana, and I was like, fuck, these guys are psychos. They're like flying up and down and like everywhere and attacking everything. I didn't want them to attack me for my banana. So I threw the banana super far away to try to like get them away. And then I fucking just ran right across the field. So I guess
did you run so far away?
No, I you could say that I ran by a flock of seagulls.
Oh
yes, that'll do.
My God.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna make a different reference, being like, "Oh, you're afraid that they're gonna see your banana and be like, mine," but then you just,
yeah.
Well,
I could have kept going on and on with a stupid story that had nowhere to go, and I was like, nah, let's cut it short here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was just for you. I felt like I hadn't picked on you in a while, so.
Gee,
time.
you sure about that?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about that.
You know, all
But you
have
know
to
what I
do
am
is
sure about?
really- What?
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 What? What?
What? What time is it?
It's time for some news!
Mortal Kombat!
So I have a couple of news things today. I thought I was gonna have like two, and then I have too many.
Shit.
As you know, Canadians can't count, so I don't know how many there are, but let's just go through them. Some of them are short, so that's kind of good. First one I have was, and I'm gonna fuck up names again, but is it Hideo Kojima? Hideo Kojima.
Hideous
Kojima.
Kojima, yeah.
So that one. His big project that he was
Next big
working on a big project that he never announced and didn't tell anybody about, and now it's being scrapped to work on another project that he is not telling anybody about. So
That's great.
yeah, following Death Stranding, he said that he was working on a big project and now it's being scrapped. The project details were unknown, but his team has now entered the planning stages of a new big project for his next big game. Again, not saying what it is. There's been a lot of rumors that he'd gotten the rights to Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill.
God, just
But,
let it die.
Yeah, so he said no, that's not true. Kojima told Live Door News that the rumors were completely false and that he, quote, hadn't heard anything about it at least. So if somebody decided he got the rights to them, he doesn't know about it. So obviously he finally just said, like, no, it's false. False.
I don't have it.
I don't have that. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah. What else you
I
got?
don't even know who this guy is. He
He
did
can't
Death
touch this.
Stranding. So yeah, it's funny because like the article was shorter than the comments under it, which all of them basically said like, so basically his secret project has been scrapped for another secret project that nobody had even heard about. So there's a lot of jokes going around that he's just like announcing his new big project just to get attention. We're like, why don't you just make a big project? That'll get attention too.
Jesus.
So sometimes like finding news is harder, but then you just go to the comments and it's better. Yeah. So that one was a pretty short one. I just
How
thought,
dare
like,
you read other people's comments? Only I can do that.
yo,
Yes.
Wow.
you know what? You can't tell me what I can't do just because I'm a girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you
Right
can't.
there.
Yeah. Shut up, woman. Yeah.
What? I can't shut
Jesus
up. Okay.
Christ.
Get
Go
on
back
with
to
it,
the store
woman.
and buy me a sandwich. All right, so my second little piece of news, I just called it compatibility because I don't know which way to go with it. So Sony has reportedly told developers that any PS4 game submitted for certification from July 13th onward have to be forward compatible to the PS5.
No, that's exactly like. I'm sorry, it has to be compatible for the PS5.
So just the games that that are being made July 13 onward, because they want people to be able to enjoy it. But the thing is, even though it's past the date, it still applies for the PS4 versions of Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, because they want, like, those are really big titles, and there's going to be hell if people have been waiting for Last of Us 2 this long, can't fucking play it on their PS4. Or can't have to get it again on the PS5, sorry.
Yeah.
That would suck.
I mean, this.
I'm just thinking about it too.
I'm not buying any PS4 games at the moment because I'm just like, PS5's around the corner. Yeah.
But if it's like later on, if they make a game that's like meant for the PS5 and it's I'm saying that bad. I'm like reading ahead. So if they make a really cool game for the PS4 and it comes out after that, and then people who like literally just went and bought the PS5 are like, well, why isn't there a PS5 version of it? Then it makes sense that they want it to be forwards compatible. But however, they're not doing it the other way around. So Sony, the PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan basically says he's not interested in making any PS5 games compatible to run on a PS4, because if those games were made with like all the to fit the can't say words advanced features of the console, it's kind of stupid to have to dumb them down so that they can be played on an earlier generation console. So they can go one way, but they can't go the other, and that seems kind of
that's logical.
Controversial. Logical, but also kind of, I don't know. I just feel like if you're gonna, I don't really know. I don't know where I stand on this.
It doesn't make business sense if you're just going to release PS5 games and look, it can work on my PS4. Then why buy a PS5?
Pretty much like they would look completely shitty. And when he was talking to Game Industry, he said, and this is a quote, "We believe that you go all the trouble of creating the next gen console. It should include features and benefits that the previous generation does not include, and that, in our view, people should make games that can make the most of those features." So like it makes sense that, you know, we built this thing so it can do this, but then we're gonna make the game so that it can't, because so it's kind of like a mix and match set of feelings, I guess, for this, I find.
Just give it a few years into the PS5's live stream, and then things will be normal.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to come out next week.
What?
I read that somewhere.
What?
I read it somewhere, and then I went back to look more into it, and I couldn't find anything. And I was like, was I dreaming?
Are you still in a dream, Snake Eater?
This is a dream. This is always a dream. So per a report from Eurogamer, the developer's documentation on Sony's internal partner website, it now has a step that it must be checked saying the game was tested. This is back to the PS4 games. They must be tested for compatibility with the PS5. So they have to, before the game can be like released, it has to be compatible to work on the PS5. This means that the PS4's game code must run without any issues on a PS5 and has to include all the same features as the PS5 version. So they're basically just, I don't know how this developers work.
Good, but I don't know. It sounds like there's just, like, I remember there was just so much struggle just trying to get out shit for the PlayStation 3 just because of, like, the way it was set up, kind of thing. Like, it's easier to make games for the Xbox than it is for the PS3. And now I just feel like with, like, having to do two different consoles that are only, like, semi-similar is just making the PlayStation 4 and 5 hard to develop games for again in terms of, like, the technical aspect that we were talking about.
That is fun.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that this is just for like big titles, like super big titles, that they have the money to put all that work into making kind of two different versions.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I just find it funny to think to myself, like, you know, the PS4 life cycle was actually coming up to an end. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, right? I just blinked and suddenly it's almost over.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I was kind of enjoying myself for a little while, but okay, I'll prepare for the next one.
Yeah, I remember I just got started on the PlayStation 4 like at least 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I guess you know what they say, Alec. Man committed a sin, disturbing the life cycle of nature.
All I have to say is life cycle, life cycle, life cycle.
Life cycle!
Jesus.
Yeah, carry on.
What just happened?
The life cycle.
The life cycle.
Life cycle? Okay. Wow. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Fucked me up. Jesus.
Next story. We were talking
about
PS5.
It was, I think I was just going to talk about the PS4 when you said you started like 2 years ago, but I think I've already brought that up with the whole Last of Us 2 thing anyways. It's like it's reaching the end of the PS4 life cycle, as you say it.
Life cycle.
And that game that I bought the PS4 to play is just coming out in like 2 weeks. It's like it hasn't even come out yet, and this fucking system is useless. Oh, and it's gonna have like a fucking huge release, like a huge file too. So get ready for that, Alec. I guess you're never playing Last of Us 2.
I still haven't played the first one.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he sucks. So. Right. Okay, third
Wow.
item. So who enjoyed the Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Well, then hopefully the sequel won't be that bad either.
Because we didn't see that coming after that
Yeah.
But Jim
they don't
Carrey
even know.
doesn't do sequels.
They don't even know if Jim Carrey's gonna be in it. There's absolutely no mention of any cast or production date or anything.
But just that, hey, I want to do a sequel.
Yeah, like Jeff Howler is returning to direct it, so I'm guessing that means he was the director of the first one. I don't know.
Yeah, I
He's
don't know
returning with a script by Pat Casey and Josh Miller. Names. He's confirmed the news on Twitter, and the movie is still in development stage, so decisions aren't made yet, like I said, regarding casting and production start date. Obviously, they can't start filming now because have fun keeping... Oh, wait, they don't... Is it a CG movie? I don't remember.
It's a CG movie, but sometimes you still need, like, mocap.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And you need your voice actors, too, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So get
And
fucked.
even though the first movie had kind of like a rocky start with the backlash that led to the redesign of Sonic, which we've already gone over
Yep.
many times.
Yep.
The movie proved to be a box office success, even though it was only in theaters for like a month.
Really? Just a month?
It came out on Valentine's Day, and COVID-19 started basically.
Oh,
Like our last
right.
day was March 13th, so that shit didn't even last more than a month, and apparently it succeeded anyway. So
God
they're
damn
like,
it.
"Oh, we're pretty sure we're good for a second one. Let's do it."
Dude, I totally just blanked out on time. I didn't even...
Well,
I
all
thought
I
that
know
was
is
like-
I lost my job on my birthday, and that's March 17th. So that's how I was like, "Hey, that was like a month away. Wow, that's pretty fucking shitty for them."
Yeah,
So-
the lockdown started like March 15th or 16th, so yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now we're starting in June. We're coming out of
can't
our cage, and we're doing just fine.
Oh, you sure about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Finally, someone let me out of my cage, but time for me is nothing because I count no age.
There's going
So
to be a
you're
lot of
still,
songs added
despite
to
all
the
your age.
playlist.
I know. I could just hear Shaun just going, "God damn it, guys!"
Yeah. So anybody who's interested in this movie, I guess we can follow up on the story and update you. If ever there's another big up, I guess. Nah. What is it? We'll have more on this when we have more on this. Yeah. I really didn't want to bring up this next one, but it kept popping up, and I guess it really wanted to be talked about. The only problem is I don't have that much information for it, but it's another Resident Evil 8 update.
Ah,
You mean Resident Evil Village?
Resident Evil Resident.
just kill me now. I don't care. Just like
Resident
fucking
Evil
shoot me.
infinity symbol. Yeah. So it looks like we may be seeing a reveal of Resident Evil information soon, because Resident Evil ambassadors received a message that notified them of an upcoming announcement, apparently on June 10th, which is next week, the week after, I don't know, sometime.
Resident Evil 3 DLC.
Apparently, yeah. Blah. It's just everything about this game, garbage. There was apparently a leak stating that the game is set to come out early 2021. So, yeah, it has a title. Again, this is all, it could be rumors, leaks. I have no idea if this is real or not, but this is what I'm finding. Apparently it has a title called Village Resident Evil. Village!
Oh, so it's the other way around. Because that's
Yeah.
better.
Resident Evil Village. No, it's Village Resident Evil. Like 2 little dots, colon. Because that's where it belongs. Someone's colon. Yeah. There's a lot of speculations and talks about the leaks, and various different sources said different things. So I didn't look too much into it, because as soon as it said Resident Evil 8, I was like, boy. But according to these speculations, Resident Evil 8 is supposed to be made / released before the RE4 remake. So they're working on 2 things now.
Now
And we
they
did talk about we talked about the leaks of the possible Code Veronica remakes. Now it's like, do you think Capcom went from like working on 1 game at a time after all these years, and now they're like, let's just do 3. We got this. Oh, and apparently that was another one of the speculations. There's supposed to be a Resident Evil game per year now, like a new game per year.
Wow, Resident Evil year.
Resident Evil year.
They're
The year of
getting
the fuck.
ambitious.
Yeah, they are. I'm not sure what to make of all of this though, because it seems like they weren't really. If they weren't really making these titles, they could be working on like one thing at a time, make it really good, and then it wouldn't feel like there wouldn't be as much backlash as to like this was too rushed, the game was too short, it was done poorly, you missed all of this stuff. Like don't get me wrong, I really liked RE3 Remake, probably because it took me 80 hours to do the first one, so I was glad that I could do this one in under 2. But I really liked it. It was a nice little like Jill's journey. I get that it didn't cover all the things, and I get that graphically speaking it fucked up a lot of stuff. I don't care about that. I had fun playing it. I loved it. But there was a big backlash, and now, if they're doing a brand new game, one that's not a remake, if they do the same thing, like they just rush through it and they're like, oh yeah, put that in there. Like, swear to God, they're all playing Dungeons and Dragons and they're like, put this here, put that here. Oh my God, it's awesome. And then like it becomes a game. Like, it's going to be rushed. It's going to be garbage. And they should probably not be doing 2 remakes at the same time as that. Because we're just going to get Project Resistance again.
Ugh.
What do you guys think about this?
It's weird. Before when it came to Resident Evil, I was always excited for the new releases, but since 7, I'm not bothered. I might have got to the age where I'm just like, I'm past Resident Evil now.
I don't think it's the age, it's the content. Like, I don't know. I understand though. It's like it's not exciting anymore because you're like, oh, okay. Whatever.
Like, I don't know. I kind of think it's ironic that that's kind of how the feel you guys are getting, because like it's like we spent so much time just getting angry at Capcom, usually for like how, or at least everyone else was, for the whole action direction they took and how crazy it got to the point of Resident Evil 6, which again I will still say, still enjoy that as a game.
I still
And
enjoy
then
that.
next
I love
game-
it. I love Resident Evil 6.
Oh, good, thanks. I'm glad I'm not alone.
Glad you're on my side.
Me and Jazz play it all the time.
Yeah, wow.
Don't make him feel bad about it. He'll start hating it. Or us.
You. Anyways. So, I obviously, like, then the one point that it starts going back to, trying to be back to being in the horror genre, like, getting back to survival horror
Back
and
to
live
the root
action.
of the
Back
problem.
to the root of their problems. And now it just feels like if we get that kind of input, they're just gonna be like, well, what the fuck do you want then? You want Resident Evil?
I don't know what
That's
I
just-
want anymore.
You don't know what you want.
I want Dino Crisis.
You know.
Yeah. So I think that's just interesting to think about, that like even then when they go back, there's still just like some people who aren't going to be satisfied because I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just a matter of
Yeah.
I don't know. Times change, people change, and obviously not everyone's gonna be the same person as they were when they initially liked everything. So I don't know. Just something I wanted to point out that sounded interesting as you guys brought those points up.
Points. All the points.
We should ask for a Resident Evil Survivor remake. Yeah. All right, Resident Evil Gaiden.
How about just? How about no, Scott? Okay. No. Yeah. So, Resident Evil 8, Sideways Infinity, Village.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
I'm going to the city.
Yeah. Fuck it. I wish I was in Raccoon City. Get nuked. Get fucked. It's all over. Everybody died.
Yeah.
Where's that quote from Leon when you needed it?
Which one?
The fucking I wish I got caught in the blast in Raccoon City.
Wow.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If only I could be one of the dead of
So
Raccoon
dark.
City.
Damn.
It's from
Hey!
Duel!
Do it.
Is that the news?
Hey. I have one more piece of news. It's a little bit longer, so please bear with me, but we can fly through it. It is the best news that I have, so I saved it for last.
There's a bear in
Dead
here.
by Dead by Daylight gets a Silent Hill crossover.
Oh, who cares?
Oh,
Actually-
that's right.
You know what? We had fun playing Dead by Daylight, but to
We played it a
not-
bit too much.
yeah, we not all in one sitting, but it's fun to go to now and then with your friends. I've never played Silent Hill, but this seems like, it was really it looks really cool, even if I'm not interested. Like, I don't know much about anything, because it's me. It was first brought to my attention, though, by our good friend and my fellow Canadian friend, Wardian Waffle. And I looked it up, and turns out it's not just... I don't know how to fucking put words together. So, when they brought in, for Meg, you have the outfit for Zoe from Left 4 Dead?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just going to be like that. Like, oh, you have the clothes from this character. Yay, have fun. Oh, and the killer. No. So they've managed to do really well with bringing in, horror stuff like Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday 13th, again, Left 4 Dead, Stranger Things, all of those. Okay, there's so many. I'm not going to go over all of them. Yeah, we're all familiar with that they did that, so we can only imagine how excited the survival horror fans were when Dead by Daylight announced that they're actually doing a crossover, not just DLC, just adding stuff, but they're doing kind of a crossover. So they have characters, one survivor, one killer or monster or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So for the survivors is Cheryl Mason.
They're not calling her Heather.
So she's based off of the model from Silent Hill 3.
South Park.
From South Park. So they're calling her Cheryl Mason. I don't know which outfit is hers. I'm guessing Cheryl was from the first one. She's a little girl, right?
So basically, to keep it short and sweet and simple, as I can, Cheryl was the original. Was Heather's last reincarnation.
Okay, because I've only seen the movies, so.
Because it was Alessa, and then she split herself into two, and that was Cheryl, and then Cheryl and Alessa combined, and then they made a new baby, and that was Heather.
Jesus.
I know it's.
Is Heather in the third one?
Yes.
Okay, well that's what they're going off of, the Silent Hill 3.
So
look.
I saw.
Yeah.
It looks like a really real version. I almost thought it was the movie, but then I looked at the movie and I was like, okay, thank God it's not. Well, that's probably because the image was I think that was a real person instead of CG.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And I can never remember her name, so I always just call her not Ashley because her clothes look like Ashley, just the same haircut.
Literally,
Ashley and Sherry combined.
It literally does. They have a very similar aesthetic, minus the jacket that Heather wears, and also she wears it better.
And she's less annoying.
Yeah, she's sassy, and I love it.
Yeah. So Cheryl is joining the survivors, joining the killers, of course, none other than Pyramid Head. Because
which is weird. I get it. It's like a Silent Hill 2 and 3 thing, but I don't know. If you're gonna have Pyramid Head, you might as well have the person that Pyramid Head was originally for, which was the man. James.
Yeah, but they didn't. They're not following one specific game. They're just kind of grabbing. I don't know if they're grabbing favorites. I don't know exactly how the choice went about. Obviously they're gonna have to take Pyramid Head because that's the iconic Silent Hill monster.
For all the wrong reasons.
I don't know. I just go by what I've been told. So aside from the 2017, they introduced Bill as a playable character. Dead by Daylight Silent Hill, that's what they're calling it, obviously. It is the first time that a survivor and a killer from another video game were added to the Dead by Daylight. So, along with the two characters, there's also a new map that's going to be added based off of Midwich, I don't know how you pronounce that, Midwich Elementary School from the first Silent Hill game. And the new map will be playable for all the players. So even if you get the Silent Hill DLC or not, doesn't matter, you could still play the map, which is kind of cool. So it's essentially it's going to be a little bit like the other ones, whereas you join the killer and you don't have let's say the Scream map, but then the Scream guy, you could still play a game where he's in there, which sucks because I remember playing with Shaun every single time fucking Freddy popped up. We were pissed off because he was broken. So Silent Hill is good, or fucking Pyramid Head is gonna be broken as fuck because he has one of the strongest abilities is the power to create a trench that summons the powers of Silent Hill. And a player can choose to go through the trench to save time, but they'll be afflicted with a new status called Tormented, which as soon as the killer grabs you, you're transported immediately to a hook. So like he doesn't have to walk you over to a hook, you just get transported there automatically.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's gonna be like the deadliest fucking. Yeah, it's gonna be broken. It's gonna be awesome, but it's gonna be broken. I don't play the game enough that I don't know if I'll actually get around to it. But if ever I do, I'm gonna be hiding from him. So fucking run as far as you can, hide with Alec, and then sacrifice Alec to get out.
You thinking I'm gonna play it again?
Yes. I'm sure Shaun will convince you somehow.
He's got his trophies. He's got his platinum. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so I have a little bit of inside information too. So IGN spoke with Behavior's creative team, including the creative director Dave Richard, and the game director Mathieu Cote, who shared a bit about Pyramid Head Cote. Pyramid Head is unique in the world of Dead by Daylight, blah, blah, blah. That's what I just said. Cote described Pyramid Head as being, quote, judge, jury, and executioner. And...
That's kind of what he is.
Yeah. He's got a hammer, right? A gavel, giant gavel.
Are
it's not a hammer. It's not a hammer. It's a sword.
It's a great knife.
It's a sword.
It's a plastic spoon.
Alec,
Yeah.
can you just feel my nerd part of
Yeah.
my fucking Silent Hill?
I said hammer because the gavel, like he's the judge. Obviously he doesn't have a giant hammer.
I get it, but you know what I'm just mean. It's all the technical parts about Pyramid Head that
you
I'm just
have your
angry about.
aneurysm.
Anyway.
Off-screen aneurysm.
I'm gonna drink a lot after this. Anyways,
Similarly, Cheryl will also have a unique ability.
What, a steel
and
pipe?
A flashlight. It can only be activated with the curse. They chose that map because of all the maps that they could have chosen from all the games. That's apparently the first one that really puts you deep into the world of Silent Hill, and you can see just how fucking weird the game gets just by that school map.
Just by going.
Just going to school.
I wouldn't have said that.
Do you agree with that, Alec?
No.
Yeah.
That's
you
like
know what? When I first heard you say that, I was just like, they probably just copied the hospital in Dead by Daylight and tweaked it a little bit, and they're like, yeah, that'll do.
I looked at a couple of pictures and it did look different, but again, Silent Hill always makes me think of fog, and I didn't see any fog. And they've had maps like the swampy areas that have fog, so I don't know. But I don't know.
They could have done the Silent Hill Midwich Hospital, but they've, as you already mentioned, there's already a hospital, so they don't want to be redundant.
Let's make it just.
Yeah, no, this does look like a school though. Like you do have the classrooms, the vending machine. I don't know what's in the fucking school.
What? Jesus
they
Christ.
They obviously can't copy the map like piece by piece, but they according to them, they stuck as true to it as they could, just to get you in that same kind of element. It also contains secrets, and it has winks to the series, so it has love letters. And players can discover all the little elements of puzzles, surprises, jump scares, stuff that was in the original game to try to kind of give them the same feel. Mind you, having Pyramid Head running around, but like it's played by a player, so it's thinking is enough to be afraid to not want to be out in the pub in open areas and shit like that. There's stuff about Konami.
Oh, a bunch of wankers.
As I've been told, they're a bunch of wankers.
Pachinko bitches.
Cheryl is gonna have a outfit for a Lisa Garland outfit.
Interesting.
That's the nurse, right? With the fucking face that bleeds.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I hope Heather doesn't start bleeding, although that wouldn't be her first time. Oh.
What? I'm not sure what kind of joke you were making, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, again, you have to play the game.
Okay.
Yes.
Carry on.
Yeah.
There's a
So
lot
it's
of
got
blood here.
it's got a little bit of things, but I'm gonna skip over them because I don't want to give away too much. Because like, it's still anybody who's interested in this stuff might want to be surprised a little bit. I thought it was gonna be a little quick little
Oh,
quick, like,
no.
okay, they've got DLC, whatever. But no, they actually they put a lot of time in it. Apparently, Konami and behaviors, they were already kind of linked with stuff, like in collaborations, because I think it's like the people who do the audio for Silent Hill often help out the people who do the audio for Dead by Daylight. Like they work together to make it more creepy. So because they were already collaborating on that, they were kind of like, hey, it makes sense to mix our games together because, yeah, so let's just do it.
What games?
Games. It's
I know Death by
a
Daylight, but what other games? I mean, there's no Silent Hill.
what?
I'm making a joke. No worry. Carry on.
Wow. So it's available to on the public test build on Steam, and will be added to PC and consoles for release on June 16th. So anybody who's looking forward to it, June 16th. That's all for the news, unless you guys have any news.
I do.
Nope. All I could have really provided was more 2 cents about my nerdisms on Silent Hill. I'm done. I'm done nerding. I'm done nerding and getting semi-technical about everything. Play the game, guys.
Nerding. So that's it for that. I'm gonna pass it on to Alex so I could take a nap. Yeah.
Quick bit of Wardcast news. Right. So I decided to make a Wardcast playlist for Spotify.
Da da da.
This is just done for fans of Ward and Wardcast and everything else. There's a few songs from RCS and obviously Duel. So the playlist starts with. What do you think it starts with, guys? God, don't think too hard.
Rewind again because my brain farted.
Okay, so the Wardcast playlist available on Spotify starts with Barbie Girl.
Oh, right, Barbie Girl.
Yeah,
kind of what I said.
Yeah.
No, guys, I forgot what you said. That's why my brain farted.
It currently has 81 songs on the playlist, but I will be adding more onto it every Monday. Because...
every song reference.
Yep. I'm starting to go back from every Wardcast that we started doing this silly song reference thing to, and I'm going to add it on.
So basically from last year till today.
Yeah. I did the most recent episode of Wardcast, so yeah. There's a lot I've got to add on today.
Oh my god, yep. You're welcome.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just for fun. Anyone can add to it as well. So just look for the Wardcast playlist on Spotify. Enjoy.
That was the word news.
Yes.
Wow. I was like, what? When did Shayla get here? Okay, that's just creepy now. Alec!
Hello. Shall we? Let's do survival horror. Okay. In this topic of survival horror, we're going to talk about some of our favourite / iconic weapons to use in the survival horror games. So, my number one would be the Golden Lugers from Resident Evil Code Veronica. What makes them my favourite is not only is the weapon Steve and Claire can use, it's also a key item to open a door. That's pretty damn unique and cool. The trope isn't really often used in video games anymore, not that I've noticed. And the Tokyo Morari has made the Gold Lugers into an airsoft gun available to buy. But guess how much? Wow. How much it is?
$100.
$1,000.
The lowest on eBay found was £250, and the highest was $650.
So what is that in US dollars?
Those are heavy guns, man.
Quite a bit. That's quite a bit of dollars.
Jesus, Chris.
But yeah, I was kind of looking at them. I was like, because I had the Tokyo Mirai for for Solid Snake's gun, but that's not survival horror, so I didn't really want to bring it up too much. But otherwise, I did buy Alex the Tokyo Mirai of Barry's handgun, so that's pretty damn awesome and expensive. Yeah, so you guys, what's some of your favourite weapons, guns you've seen in survival horror games?
I mean, my favorite tends to be, or at least what I find fun to use and you will use often, is just shotguns in survival horror games. Just because, they're nice, quick, gets the job done fast. But I also just love me a good old classic handgun because there's something always badass about using a handgun.
Mm.
And I think in terms of like all the survival horror games, like handguns that are obviously going to be my favorite, it's going to be the Blacktail because it's the fastest. And
Gotta go fast. Gotta shoot Sonic faster.
Yes, faster. That in terms of like what my favorite shotgun would be, it would be probably. I mean, I could say the riot gun, but like whatever the ones we had in remake was actually really nice. I really liked how. Well, remake 3s especially, like it was just, it's such a good speedrunning tool. So yeah, shotguns, maybe magnums too. I like magnums. I mean, I just like guns. You know, the best survival horror gun was Ebony and Ivory, because Devil May Cry was just a Resident Evil title tossed away. Ta-da! It counts, right?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that I really like the shotgun on DMC1 because just the sound and when the top of it falls down, it's like, oh yeah, and it's infinite ammo. You just like Delta's just going bang, 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 bang. I'm like, awesome.
Yes, I agree. The coyote shotgun is pretty fucking amazing. The one-handed shotgun. That's one of the things I thought was cool, and one of the things I thought was cool in Resident Evil 5 was that you get to have Chris one-hand it.
Yeah,
at least.
It's a Hydra, isn't it? RE5.
Yeah, and then like you get in 6 with fucking Helena, but she's two-handing it unless you do her quick shot, which
is awesome.
Oh my god,
it's flippity flips.
You just like you get like the PC trainer and you get like unlimited stamina and you just see her just continually rolling forward and shooting non-stop, and it's just so broken. But anyways, I digress. That's what I like. Those are my weapon of choice. Yeah.
Jazz?
Like, wait, I'm not gonna choose the Hydra as one of them. I'm just like gonna sort of piggyback on what you just said. Like, it's when you're playing a game, like obviously you want to be able to like, oh, I've got one-hand Hydra, that's awesome. But when I'm playing a game, and you've played this game with me, so you know, I like to be able to fucking go like fucking jump in there and just be crazy and scream and be an idiot. So like, if you're just holding a shotgun and you're like, boom, boom, okay, cool, and I'm like, yay, shotgun, yay, one shot. But then like I play as Helena with that gun and you start doing the flippity flips and I'm like, oh, motherfucker! Like it's more fun to make fun of the game or to like have fun with the game. I do like that gun just for that, but I hate guns. Like I fucking hate guns. They're dangerous. Terrible demons. I like bows. Bows. Give me a bow like in when you're playing Last of Us and you've got the bow as Ellie, and you're like going through the fucking woods to try to get that deer. I don't know, I really like that because you're like, you have to be quiet, you have to sneak, but then like you're even in Tomb Raider, it's not a survival horror, but like when you have the bow and you can just like use it as a distraction to get the monsters or whatever to go towards the sound of it, like even the clickers actually in Last of Us, and then you can just fucking sneak up behind them and fucking melee them. Then you're like, I don't need bullets, fuck it, nature is my bullet. So I really like that, but I have to say my favorite survival horror weapon that I've ever been given in any game is the egg. Give me the fucking egg. You know, I've played RE5 with you guys. You fucking
give me an egg. No.
Or you're trying to fight Jill, trying to remove that fucking device off her chest, and I'm like lobbing eggs across the fucking world, just trying to hit her in the face. It's the comical weapons. Like you have that, you have the even back to Last of Us, like the brick. Like, you just pick up a brick and you fucking lob it, and it, like, because you targeted the guy's face, it, like, goes all fucking sideways, like, wanted, and just snipes him in the face with a brick, and he's like, what the fuck was that? And you're like, it has no effect, but it makes me laugh, so worth it.
See, I'm with you on that one because in Resident Evil Outbreak, when I was able to pick up the scrub brush, and you're going against a zombie elephant, and you just got that, you just go whack, whack, whack. It's just so ridiculous.
It's kind of like those toy hammers that kids can have. They're like balloons, like you have to inflate them, and then like when you hit somebody with it, they do like a little squeak. It's kind of the equivalent of going up to a zombie and hitting them with that thing. It's just like squeak, squeak. It's like the pool cue scene from Shaun of the Dead. Like it's just when it's something that's not usually a weapon, it's just funnier. Yeah. And it makes the game more. It kind of pulls you out of the survival horror thing because you're like, in real life that would not work and I would never fucking try it. But then you're like, you know, if a zombie was coming at me real slow down my hall and I couldn't get out and there was a fucking dozen eggs on my counter, yeah, I'd probably start throwing them to try to see if it would distract him. Like, you never know. Another all-time favorite one, of course, will happen to be a gun, sort of, but it's the space laser gun from RE5. One that you kill Excella with. Because it's just so exciting. You're just shooting lasers from space. Yeah.
That's true. That's so ridiculous.
But I'm sticking to the egg, because you guys have both played Resident Evil with me, you know.
Yep.
I'm usually too busy throwing eggs to actually pay attention.
I don't think we actually played 5 together.
Oh, well. Give me a chicken.
Wow.
I need an egg!
Listen, I'm not Leon.
Alright, one other gun I wanted to have a little mention about is Barry's 44 Magnum. It's another...
Oh, because he has this.
Oh yes, it's another iconic gun, although when you first see Barry use it, it's kind of like, you shot 3 shots to a zombie and it's still not dead. But,
it will never be dead.
But yeah,
he shot through the zombies' holes.
Yeah. But anyway, the zombie dies eventually. You think, okay, great. And then in Resident Evil and the remake, I don't think... Do you get Barry's gun in the first Resident Evil, the original? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
God.
I know you can get it in remake, but I don't...
Where's Shaun? Shaun!
I haven't played the original one.
Shaun!
Wow.
Why don't you come back? Yeah.
Shaun ain't come back.
I was thinking that too. I was like, oh, no, I'm gonna let it slide.
Nope. Sorry, couldn't
Nope.
electric slide it.
But yeah, so
Have fun, Alec.
I would think, let's go back to the Resident Evil remake. The remake. The only remake that's important.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so when Jill doesn't give back Barry's Magnum, it's like Barry leaps off.
He gets yeeted.
Yeah. And it's like, as soon as you grab that Magnum, I was just like, I got this now.
Such a good game. Like, I remember that scene, first time I ever played it, where you're like, oh, because you know Barry's gonna betray you, because I'm like, well, I know Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It's just like he pulls the gun, and then Jill does like flick it out of his hand and like turns it around and aims it at him. I was like, whoa. Like, I was just like, holy fuck, how the hell did she do, like, this gun is like the length of her arm, how the fuck did she do that? And then just like, give me back my gun. And then I'm like, I get to choose. I get to choose. I'm like, no, it's my gun now. And then he gets yeeted, and I got so upset because I was like, I was just kidding. Barry, no.
Wow.
Barry, oh Barry. Sad days.
Okay, does anyone else want to think of another gun they want to mention?
Another egg.
Oh, God damn it.
Brown egg, gold egg,
Chris's guns.
Chris eggs.
Okay, probably away from Resident Evil then, Silent Hill 4, The Sword of Obedience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just the ghost stopper?
Yeah, I loved it when I was playing the game, but it is so god annoying, because, right, so the Sword of Obedience, when you knock down a ghost in Silent Hill 4, they usually get back up, but if you knock him down and then use the Sword of Obedience to keep him pinned to the ground, they're not getting up. That's fantastic. Useful.
It really helps just traversing the levels easier without them being on your ass.
Yeah. So,
And then it's actually required for one.
yeah. But the only downside is, it's like, it's a bit of a creep element factor to it for me, but it's like once you use it through something, the enemy is constantly.
Oh, that bugs you, huh?
It just gets a bit annoying after a little while. Just like, shut the fuck up.
Well, get out of the fucking room.
Yeah, but then you got to go back and go pick up something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the solar beams. I like the idea of it, and so even with the dogs, you can go.
Well, if we're gonna talk about Silent Hill weapons, my favorite. You know which one my favorite would be?
Pyramid Head's hammer.
I'm gonna fucking
Pyramid Head's plastic spoon.
How about can we get an actual Silent Hill player to answer this question for me? Alec, what do you think my favorite weapon would be?
The little girl.
The chainsaw.
Huh. Well, I didn't think about that one.
I want to take back my answer.
Well, no, I'm gonna have that as the second one. But my first one was actually gonna be the katana.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Silent Hill 1, it's useless, but in Silent Hill 3, it's really fucking useful, and it's also really cool. But then in Silent Hill 1, it's the only game where you get to just... you slash it, and Harry just looks like he's rowing his fucking boat, because it just, like, propels him forward. Like, it's so ridiculous how it works, but it's cool to have a katana sword. It's just bullshit to unlock it in Silent Hill 1 because you have to play the game 2 times. Yeah. I like the katana.
And chainsaw.
Silent Hill.
Oh, and then
I don't
yeah,
know
I guess,
any other horror games.
well, it's because you're not that much of a horror.
I'm not a whore.
You're not a horrible person.
I'm not a whore. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
leave your comments about what's your favourite weapons in survival horror games. Did we miss anything out? We probably did. So just leave your comments on that one.
White eggs and
A camera.
Handbag. I mean, is it Silent Hill 4 where
sandwich.
Thingy uses her handbag as a weapon? You just like...
Oh my god. Useless. Really fucking useless. Don't give her weapons at all. Just make her follow you. Fucking Ashley 2.0.
Ashley's weapon. That's another one.
I captured this ghost with this camera.
It's mine now. You can't have it.
Okay. We do have another one, but I think we'll probably save it for next week, so then we've got something to talk about next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week we'll talk about what's missing in the Resident Evil story arc.
We do it!
Gonna do it, Alec. What else you got for us to do?
Well, I do believe it's time to play a game.
What are we playing?
Game.
We are playing...
Who the fuck are you?
Yes, it's time to play Who Are You? Or, in Jill's term, Who the fuck are you?
No, hey, do not call her Jill.
I just did. Deal with it.
Fuck. You fuck.
In this game, I have given each player a video game character. They must not reveal the name of the character or which video game series they came from.
It's the Pikachu!
They will have to describe the mystery character to the other player in order for the other player to guess who it is. Each player will get a maximum of 3 clues as to the identity of the mystery character. However, in order to get more points, the guesser will have to completely guess the mystery character's identity by using the least amount of clues as possible. So, for example, my mystery character has blonde, spiky hair.
It's you.
No, I don't. I don't have blonde hair. I should do.
Oh.
I do on a podcast, but not on here.
His icon is a lie, guys.
Yeah.
What else?
Right. So the guessers can guess. Where am I? Yeah. The guessers can guess who is at this stage. If they guessed right, they get 3 points. However, if they guess wrong, they lose 5 points.
Oh,
Can,
okay.
can we keep guessing?
Is
Yeah.
it Zach from Final Fantasy?
All right, Dante loses 5 points.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Cloud.
Yeah, it's Cloud. Yeah, well done.
He
got
sent
front.
it to us. Not.
Yep.
No, it was definitely Zach. It's not Cloud. It's Zach.
I think
Oh
it was Tifa. It was Tifa from
Oh.
Final Fantasy 3.
Okay, you
I
lost
remember.
10 points
Oh,
there.
God damn.
Anyway, look, the point is... Shut the fuck up. Anyway, the point is, you can ask for another clue. You can ask for a maximum of 2 more clues. But if you do ask for another clue, you only get 2 points. Or if you ask for another clue, you only get 1 point. Okay? Okay?
Oh boy. Oh.
So,
I'm ready.
Okay, are
Right.
you ready?
yeah.
Probably not.
All right, so my character has spiky blonde hair.
It's Dante.
Wow. It's Alec. I'm sorry. All right, let's do the real thing.
'Kay.
So here's your first clue. She uses diapers, Pam, often. I'm kidding. That wasn't the word. Diazepam. Diazepam?
Diazepam.
Diazepam. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Am I allowed to explain the drug,
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Alec?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
The drug prevents you from shaking.
Okay, so I think I know who it is just based off the fact that Alec picked it for you, and he picked it for you for me, and if it's a form of medification in some way. But then if I'm wrong, I'm an idiot. But I don't care about points. Is it Sniper Wolf?
Yes, you get 3 points.
Hey!
So,
You.
that was an easy one for you. Right, Jazz, your turn to test Dante.
Okay. Okay. So, are you ready, Dante?
No.
Okay. Cool. So, my character has spiky blonde hair.
God damn it.
Oh, it's Alec.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Your first clue. Your character, this character, has a police report in the N64 version of the game series.
Wow.
Remember, you can guess, but it'll cost you 5 points. Or you can ask for another clue.
It'll cost you.
Just give me another clue.
Okay. This character is a former second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps Force Reconnaissance. What?
I'm sorry. What?
Okay, I went a little caboose there. I didn't know what I was saying. The character is a former second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps Force Reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance. I'm trying to say it in French, that's why. Recon. Marine Corps Force Recon.
Marine Corps Forced Recon.
He's a raccoon.
Why do I have this feeling that it's someone that I really fucking hate getting? Is it Billy?
Yes!
Yeah. I was waiting for the
Alright.
ding dong and it didn't come.
Well,
And
'cause
then
I'm the one
it
with
got
the
awkward.
ding dong.
Oh, then you should have just played it. It's brilliant.
I-
Ding dong.
First of all, fuck you!
I didn't pick it. I didn't pick it.
I know. Alec did.
For once, I'm not the bad guy.
God fucking damn it!
Gotta love Billy Cohen.
Kevin.
I had this.
Like before it even started, he was like, "It's Billy."
I made my mind up.
Nah.
It had to be Billy, so I had to find clues.
Gotta be Billy.
Okay. Next. Dante, your second one for Jazz.
Okay. All right, Jazz. My character is Billy.
It's Billy.
Correct. All right. This character has
Unique.
That's not what you wrote. Uniku. Uniku.
It's meant to be unique, alright?
Get fucked.
Well, that's the idea later, but...
Wow.
Oh. Okay, can you repeat that?
This
Uniku
character
what?
has Uniku teleportation abilities.
This character has unique teleportation abilities.
Oh, it's
I understand you. I know what uniku means.
Oh, for fuck off.
Okay, like the actual character in the actual game that he or she is from has,
Unique teleportation abilities.
so it's not gonna be some stupid shit like Leon from RCS, right? Because that
No.
would just be cheap shot. Okay.
An actual
Shit.
teleporting bastard.
Like it's not just teleporting powers. It's uniku teleporting powers.
Exactly.
This
Other
warcast
people-
is very unique.
It's uniku.
We've got the title, guys.
Give me another clue.
This character will attack other players who look at its eyes or is attacked by them.
It's the Enderman.
Yes, well done.
Yeah, very very uniku there.
Yeah.
I thought so at first, but I was like, no, we did the Enderman last podcast. But yeah, it's bad.
I was just like, all right, bring it back from the wolf pack.
Bring it all back now.
I didn't listen to the last thing, so yeah.
You were on it.
I know.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And the weird thing is, I re-listened to it just a few days ago.
Oh wow. All right.
Alec, you're
All
fired.
right. All right.
I
Let's
wasn't
see,
getting
Dante.
paid.
Can you be 2 for 2, Dante?
No.
Okay. Game over. No.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. I almost read the name of it. Okay. Clue number 1. My character often is seen with its tongue out. Yeah. Like bleh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a few things
Just
that I
in
know.
case
in
you
this
don't
world.
know what a tongue out sounds like. It's bleh.
Bleh.
Bleh. Bleh. Bleh. Bleh.
You know what? We'll just take a shot at it anyways. I don't care about points either. Is it a liquor?
No.
Minus 5 points.
Okay. Can I say any of the clues, or do I have to put them in the order that you gave them to me?
In the order.
Okay. So this character will only get closer to you when you're not facing it.
Oh, it's the smoker.
What?
The from Left 4 Dead.
Yep.
I want you to know that's Shaun.
Oh, it's you. Okay, you get your last clue. Last clue.
He has to ask for his final clue.
What?
One last clue.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, sure, no problem, Dante. Here's your final clue. This character is named after the sound that one might make when trying to frighten someone. Bleh.
The sound creeper? No.
It's named after the sound that one might make to try and frighten someone.
Shrieker? No.
Minus 5 points.
I didn't. Hey, that wasn't my final answer.
He's brainstorming.
Yeah.
Alex just there like -5, -5, -5.
If I can get my head out of Left 4 Dead, that'd be great. I mean, that sounds like what it's supposed to be.
Bleh, bleh.
I give up. I don't care.
Okay, minus 100 points for giving up.
What?
Okay,
Wow.
so Jazz, do you want to tell them who it was?
Boo! It's
Oh, Mario.
it's a boo. It's a boo.
Okay, so Dante
What?
has minus 113 points.
Jesus
Thanks.
Christ.
Jazz has 5 positive points. Jazz,
Woo.
you won!
Woo. Yeah, I sure fucking hope so after all that. minus 100 points just for what?
Just for
giving up?
giving up.
Wow, it's not like you.
Okay, that was.
I guess there's only thing to do is to go back to formula.
And that was Who Are Ya? Who are ya?
Wow.
Who are ya?
I don't care who you are. It just matters what's inside.
Are you?
Does anyone else have a game?
No.
The game of life, and it sucks.
No.
Right, welcome to Read Your Comments Podcast.
Read your comments.
Read your comments. Well, I'm not sure if it's really Wardcast in this case.
Yeah,
It is.
You're a member of the Wardcast, so logically,
Oh, okay. If you count me now, I'm honored.
Deal with it.
just don't ask Sean. Right, Shoot My Weak Points, episode 2, with good voice acting, The House of Dead Spood. So,
Yay.
Patient Zero commented, Shoot My Weak Points will forever be stuck in my head.
Shoot my weak points.
Can you give that song its own video? So question 1. How did you write Shoot My Weak Points theme song?
Well, it all started with Mariah Carey. It's a good question when I came up with the idea. Why did I came up with it? But I just know that I guess I wanted to do Mariah Carey. I don't know how it happened. I actually don't know how it happened. It's been that long. Like 2014 was a long time ago. Or was it 2015? Or is it 2016? I don't remember anymore. Anyways, Mariah Carey happened, and I guess I know I like to touch my body, and I think I was probably getting into Mariah Carey around that time, because I remember that was probably when I picked up the album and stuff again and started listening to it. So then I made the Shoot My Weak Points theme song for that, and yeah. I guess that's just what happened. I wrote that chorus part, and then I eventually did the whole entire song.
I'm still trying to see how Mariah Carey came into it, but okay.
Look, it's probably most likely based off whatever I was listening to around the time and how it, influenced me, kind of thing.
Okay.
That's really what it just comes down to. Like,
It's based off
songs
a song, Alec.
Shoot Mariah Carey, shoot her to the ground.
Wow.
Because obviously once I made those lyrics, I was just like, oh yeah, we're using this. It's good shit. I don't know. It happened. That's all I could say. It just happened because it just felt right.
It just made sense.
Okay.
Yes.
Question 2. How's the progress going on making a song its own video?
Well, there is a full song. I did record a whole thing years ago. And I did, on my Facebook at least, I released like a lyric video. It was just like an image of Rogan with a gun and then all the lyrics showing up and shit. I had like the first chorus, and then I had a rap verse for the second chorus, and it was great. And then the whole final part, but I don't know, it just sounds bad. The rap part was fine. It's just the singing, because it was like cringy, and I don't think I used my diaphragm in there. So, especially when I tried doing the Mariah Carey parts where I'm like, "Shoot me over there!" It just, I know it's a comedy, so I feel like I should be able to get away with sounding bad. But at the same time, I still wanted to at least be, I don't know, I still want to be able to listen to it and not feel like I'm going to kill myself. So I have to re-record this at some point and sing better.
Okay.
I had to sing it twice because I do like one where I'm singing like this, but then I wanted to do like one where I'm singing like this, to give it that mix, kind of thing. So not only do I have to sing it again, I have to sing it again twice. So yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be a bit. I'm trying to focus on other stuff than re-sing an entire song, especially one that will vocally exhaust me.
Yeah.
One of my favorite line was at the end, was jabbing at Mariah Carey. I was like, "How does he do this so naturally?" Yeah.
I can hear your mic like crank when you move away. You're just like, and then I was like,
Well, because I literally,
You're just like,
because I grab the thing and I just flick it up.
Yeah, and then just scream like you're in another room, and then you're like, and then that was it. Like it's just casual comeback.
Yep. So.
Okay.
Yep. That's that.
Question 3. Does Shoot My Weak Points theme song get stuck in your head?
It used to.
You got rid of it? How? Tell me, you bastard!
I have other songs stuck in my head. Like this week, the song stuck in my head was "I Ran," obviously because I was trying to, get
Flock
into
of seagulls.
Yeah, flock of seagulls were in my head.
Flock of seagulls.
Yeah, but do you hear it in my voice as I was doing the I ran so far away.
I'm sorry, Alec, but I don't.
That's good. That's probably a good thing.
Wow.
Was it like? Is it off a video? You played that song and you got it in your head?
Oh,
Or
for
you just-
me?
Yeah.
Well, I was playing that a few times when I was trying to write the opening monologue dialogue from Jill, and next thing you know, when I stopped listening to the song when I thought I was done, I start hearing it in my head because like sometimes I'm doing things in silence, and so that's when I start hearing songs play in my head, and that was one of the songs that was playing in my head amongst another song from the Custom Order Made game, which sounds 80s as fuck, and that's why that's stuck in my head. So, and then also in my head was fucking Nas, Life's a Bitch, because what I wrote for Outbreak. So, yeah, I have a song of the week usually, 2 or 3 at best, and Shoot My Weak Points is not one of them.
I still have Cotton Eye Joe in my head.
God damn it.
I still can't get Cotton Eye Joe, and I'm using it again, so it's never going away.
Damn,
Never gonna go away.
Get fucked.
I found the Wii channel do get stuck in my head.
Elevator.
That was your fault.
Yeah, well, now I did it to myself too because it was actually Diz's fault. It was both of us. But every time I step in on the elevator in my building, like it starts up, and all I hear is like the do 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 do, but like the little distorted version with like it's coming from a speaker. And
wow.
I did this to myself.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. Let's move on to the next comment from Armani Hollywood. Dang, Dante, you should deserve a medal. No, deserve a Grammy. So, question 1: did you get a Grammy?
Yes. But it was really secret, down low key, and no one really knew about it. But I did.
Would you like
Same time as a novel prize?
Yep. It was a Novel Grammy Prize.
Okay.
Also, shout outs to Ramoni because
Very Unuku.
because that is like also Diz's like big time homie. Like they really homies. He's a frequent person on my broadcast streams, and whenever Diz is there, they're just like, hey, and they're like, hey, I'm just like, aw, friendship.
Welcome to the broadcast, Armani.
I'm gonna save that as an audio clip.
Wow.
Okay, question 2: would you like a Grammy? You know, the drugs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could do without the drugs.
Alright, fine. I'll just keep mine.
Nerd.
Okay, question 3: do you have a granny?
You with an N, right? Like granny, like grandma.
As an old woman, yes.
There's one left. Makes a mess in my bathroom. What?
Okay, question 4, which is the first time I've ever done a question 4 and read your comments. Is she hot?
No. You sick bastard.
Evil. Okay, last comment then from Waleed Karubi. Karubi? I don't know.
Karuba.
Yeah. Right, and their comment was, Amy was my first crush. Low. So, this is a question for all of you.
Who was your first crush?
Yeah, first video game crush. Video game, not real life.
Oh, first video game crush. Oh no, we have to go back a bit. How far back does my... No, don't phrase it that way. Don't phrase it that way.
Oh, yeah.
We're going back. How far back? Way back.
Well, it has to be your first. So.
Given my limited childhood goes back to like PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. I'd say like I didn't really play a lot of like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games with like characters that would be considered the video game crush until probably Jack. I think it was either blonde girl or other girl. I'm sure you know who I mean.
Blonde, spiky hair.
Shut up.
She has unique blonde spiky hair.
Uniku.
Uniku spiky blonde hair. Right, we're drifting away. Right, Jazz, what's your first video game crush character?
I don't have video game crushes.
Yeah.
No.
Sadist.
No. That's the like actual answer. Do you want a Jazz answer?
Yeah, go on.
there it
Let's
is.
have a Jazz answer.
I think my first video game crush was when the ceiling was coming down and I didn't do the QTE in time, so Jill got crushed by the ceiling and then died.
Nice.
Wow.
That's my Jazz answer. Or I was gonna say purple crush, but then you said video games, so I was like, oh.
Okay, Dante,
What the
did
hell?
you?
It was
The hell's
Tess and
that?
Kira from Jack.
I don't know, but
Oh, you don't?
no.
Oh, wow.
No.
I'm alone.
It's from
Good.
that Dak and Jackster game.
You're meant to be social distancing. You need to be alone. Jesus.
Fine, you go your own way then. God.
God damn
Go
it!
your own way.
God damn it! Now I have to add another fund onto the fucking broadcast playlist. God damn
At
it!
least that one's a good one.
You're welcome.
Right. Okay. So, do you still have a soft spot for the first video game character crush?
I've evolved since. I have other video game crushes.
So you've forgotten about this person?
Did you see how I forgot their names?
Yes.
Research.
Yeah, I had to look up because I'm just like, if I can't remember at the tip of like right away, I've changed. Now my video game crushes have evolved to Hostess, Club Girls, and Yakuza. At least that's what I remember off the top of my head. Oh no, or other characters. Yeah, no, there's like a waifu per game.
I think
I like women.
Funny enough, my first crush was actually Mace from Fighting Force. Which is really messed up.
Surprise!
See, now I can't take that seriously ever since I just given you that idea.
I haven't even done the lines, and she's
I
just gonna
know.
be Roz from Monsters Inc. My name is Mace. You're welcome.
Okay, question 4 then. Do you have any new crushes on video game characters?
Question 3.
My wife,
Which is?
because I custom made her that way. My wife.
Something tells me you would be a bit like Krieger from Archer, would have this animated projected wife in front of him.
I mean, listen, she is technically in a video game. I created her, sure, but it's my wife, Aya. I love my wife.
I love my wife.
Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Do we need to use my other clip where I screamed last week? My wife! I love my wife! Holy shit!
If you must.
Boom. Ta-da. That's just how what it all comes down to. I made my wife, and the character in the game, like the personality type that I can give her and the way she sounds, it's just my wife. It's 100% my wife. I love my wife. Wife.
Fuck your wife, man!
Anyways.
Okay.
I yeah, I'll give you a real answer. So I don't have like crushes and shit like that, but I guess I could maybe answer your question by going with like, how you play some games sometimes where like Fallout 4, you have such an open variations to like who you want your character to follow you, and if you want like them to like either fall in love or like hate each other or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play Fallout 4?
I have, but yeah, I get your idea.
Well, there's a character in there. I don't remember his name. I think it's like McCready or something. I don't know. He's just like, he's such a dick. Like, he's an asshole. And I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be my new best friend. and I got him to follow me, and then somehow, I don't know how, but the characters ended up like doing it, and I was like, okay, that's not where I was thinking a Fallout game would head, but okay, sure. If I'm gonna have to pick a character for them to do that, then might as well be him because he's so funny. So that's my character's video game crush, not me though, because that's weird. You know.
I can't remember the name, but in Saints Row 4,
the alien?
No, not the alien. The computer nerd kind of guy.
Kinsey.
Yeah.
Oh, when you go on the ship.
Yeah, and you can ask to fuck or something.
That fucking threw me off because like I always pick Laura Bailey's voice for my character because it's just the most like it doesn't have an accent and it's not off or anything. But that's always gonna be Helena. And I just like went up there and I hit a button. I just like mashed a button and she just like walks into the little room and she's like, "Hey, Kinsey, you want to fuck?" And I'm like, "What?" So I don't know why, but I really want to use that somewhere in Resident Evil. Like I want to use Saints Row audio in Resident Evil. But yeah, "Hey, Kinsey, you want to fuck?" I'm like, that's just flat out direct.
Hey, Deborah, wanna fuck?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Whoa, that's no.
Now you're like, God damn it, that's brilliant. I'm gonna use it.
I have used the audio actually, but only for like I did like these kind of let's play videos, but it's just me getting like attacked by everything and falling into situations that shouldn't happen. And at the end, I just have like they're in China, and I had the audio from Saints Row of her going like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" or like something like that. And it was just like, because that's what Helena should be saying right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that was read your comments. We've done it, people.
You read your comments.
Wow.
Yeah, because only I can read comments apparently.
Wow.
Well, hey, I read my comments. That's why I recognize everyone that Alex talks about.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Wow.
no, get fucked.
Bang!
There's people left
You're
me
dead.
comments that people can ask me things instead, but no!
They can't ask you anything because we can't read your comments because you're the only one who can fucking read comments apparently.
Well, I'm gonna read my own comments.
Yeah.
I'll read comments if you have any. Whoa!
Right, I'm going now.
I'm sure you do. No, God.
Well, I guess we can all go now.
Fucker.
This has been episode 80. That's the best number, yo, of the Wordcast. We hope you enjoyed spending time with us, even though we know Mr. Little Shaun was in. And thanks for sticking around, even though he's not here, and supporting him when he can't be here, you know. And thanks to you guys too for, you know, showing up and not making me do this by myself.
All by myself.
I'd rather be. Okay. Yeah. So, and like I said, Shaun does plan on returning as soon as he can. But your continuing support is really appreciated and loved. And speaking of support, if you want to help out, you can become a Patreon using patreon.com/thewordproductions. Even a little bit,
Even $1.
Even a little bit can help a lot. Yeah.
Literally, if each one of you subscriber people give $1, he doesn't have to slave away at Home Depot, and then he can get you the machinimans. It's a great incentive to
Then
help
he can
him
feed
do what
us.
he's doing.
It's a great incentive for making a machinima. That said, if you like what you hear and you want to keep hearing it, you can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. Share the podcast with your friends and family. Tell them it's mandatory. You can also join in on the conversations, as Alex said, by commenting below. Tweet us at the word pro, at the word pro. I don't know how Twitter works. Or reaching us through the contact page of the website at the-word.com. And thank you as always. Stay safe out there. Don't let Alec bite. Yeah. That's. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye!